Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am trying something a little bit different because I just watched the Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay interview with Cat Williams a few days ago. And already just 3 days in, this video is over 17 million views. I want to give my reaction in the beginning and my takeaway at the end. I am a huge fan of Cat Williams, so it was a no-brainer to watch it. I wasn't able to sit there and watch it in one showing, but I definitely got to it, and I actually watched it twice. I am a huge fan of everyone mentioned in this video. I don't glorify celebrities. I don't wish to be one. Never wish to be a TV star or a singer, although I can't sing. But I look for TV shows and movies and radio and music to be entertained. So watching this video was a no-brainer, and I was intrigued. Let's go. I love this intro. They was really getting prepared with this one. I won't be talking over all the video, but as you can see, they're just getting settled in.
We good now?
Listen.
As far as, specific things, Cat was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, I just want to clarify.
That part, someone may need to rewind that.
Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Cat because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script.
That Shannon is
How?
on the edge of his seat.
That's why I'm saying. That's why.
Where does Cat?
No, they consider that.
Oh, that.
Like when after Bernie left, them same three guys I'm telling you about, the Kings.
Yeah.
Right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
There's no DL slander gets tolerated.
D.L. Hewley, he gave you your flowers.
But they came to me. I was supposed to be the fourth king. I got the offer.
Then what happened?
But I turned it down.
Why?
Because you shit on Bernie. And I know the truth. You think I'm gonna let you shit on Bernie and then come get me? I'm the next king? Fuck you. Why? Because the whole time Bernie was here, you was acting like you was funnier than him. The reason you was supposed to go last is because it was...
One of the greats.
These are the guys opening for him. Of course you gotta close if it's your tour. That's why it was such a big deal. But you couldn't do it, because you can't beat the best. And until you humble yourself, you will forever be kinged by the king.
One of the greats.
And because you finally did it, because you had no other choice, and now that he gone, you gonna act like he wanted to be a movie star. You stop it. You stop it. That man was funnier than all of y'all, and y'all thought y'all had one over on him. You thought he was black and ugly, and you were good looking, and he couldn't make it because you did. And that ain't the way comedy works. The king is the funniest. Period. Every time. And that's why no audience member was ever swayed. It didn't matter where Bernie went. You think if Bernie went... villainize Kanye because I don't understand what it is we want from him. I don't know why we look at a basketball player and say, he didn't score no hockey goals this whole season. He don't play hockey. Kanye don't say nothing I can agree with. Okay. He was the weird guy in the beginning with the pink sweaters when we met him. Like,
this was not hard to find. It's amazing the research this man has done.
what do you think moving to a beat of your own drum? This dude started a church and kept cussing. Nobody in black church said nothing. You would have thought all the pastors would have came. You can't be no gospel artist. You just said, fuck that bitch. Nobody said nothing. Cause TD Jakes over there with P. Diddy. Like, you know,
but come on, cat.
only the guy you had here has been upfront and honest and a man of God and humble and took the L's he had to take and
I did see it was trending though, but I ain't know. I ain't know why, cat. I don't. Let me go to this question right here. This question.
all people that love the truth gotta be
Shannon
happy
was
if the
not
truth
prepared
coming
for
out and
this
lies
one.
is getting exposed. That's just what time it is. 2024. This was my situation. 5 months prior to me getting this first audition for Friday After Next,
You could
I got
tell
this
he
baby
thinks
son.
before he
I'm
speaks.
holding him up above me. He grabs my little chain. He's playing with it, and he accidentally drops it. It breaks out my front 2 teeth. I'm in a situation now where when I go to the dentist, they telling me this gonna cost thousands and thousands of dollars to fix this right. They not telling me what it's gonna look like.
You
I
gotta
go get
have
an
those two
estimate with
front
no
teeth
money
to be an
involved,
actor.
find out what I need to do. They find out you got a tumor in your upper jaw, so we're gonna have to do a whole surgery for you. It's gonna be 100 bands. I don't have it. And I'm only gonna have this check from this movie. So while I'm doing this movie, we live in this trailer.
I just
That's where
pulled
we
this
live.
picture
So when
out
they
of
come to
nowhere,
work
but
at 5
some
in the
movie
morning, we already
trailers
there.
are just like
when
a
they
home.
leave at night, we still there. We just double back because we understood that this is our one opportunity. And we have this opportunity to change our lives, just like a young man going for the draft.
Right.
We can actually get in the league with this. There are 30 comedians on this cast. They're all magnificent. This is the holy grail of the situation. So yeah, I was able to make sure that I was the leader of this group, which meant that we didn't do their rehearsals. They did rehearsal. We did our own rehearsals daily to make sure that we were at the level of professional actors, which is what made it so egregious, that guy.
Let me go to this question right here. This question.
All people that love the truth gotta be happy if the truth coming out and lies is getting exposed. That's just what time it is. 2024.
Well, you know Kanye. I don't know if you've been around Kanye, but from a distance, what do you suspect's going on?
I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that somebody got a mental illness and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? Wouldn't you grade them on a curve? Wouldn't you go, whew, this guy? Because, I mean, what are we reacting to? What are we reacting to? You're the one that put him in a position where he thought he was God and could call himself Jesus. And you're the one told a guy that writes musical lyrics that he was a genius. Mm-hmm. You're the one that's like, so what do you expect? The guy married a whore. Like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, married her because she was one. Not he didn't know. He understood that he wanted that. He courted that. That's what he wanted, to base his family on.
She got a good heart, though. I know what you're going to say. Don't you say it, Kat. Don't you say it. I'm going to move the conversation.
If what I'm saying is not correct, then how does she end up with Pete Davidson?
I mean, it happens all the time.
To get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So it was no harm, no foul. I knew that I was gonna go from there, and there was no
turning back for Cat Williams.
Well, here's the thing. I wrote it.
Money Mike.
What I'm saying Money Mike not getting raped in the bathroom.
Right.
So I understood going in that there's no reason. I lost for a 5-year period, every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk, that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fetch it shit out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual, because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem, and then going to give it to this other guy. Having him do it just like it was.
Shannon might as well just
like
put
I'm a
his
bad
cards
person
away,
because I keep
he's all off
standing
track.
on my standard. But over my nose and my mouth, my family not even gonna know who this is.
He told the truth there.
So yeah, tell your story. I haven't seen a young comedian I don't like. If you name any of the young comedians, I'm aware of all of them, and they're all doing a great job. It doesn't matter if it's Country Wayne or Desi Banks. It doesn't matter if it's Carlos or Chico. It doesn't matter if it's DC or Just Hilarious. It really doesn't matter once we go to the young part. The young comedians are dealing with things that we never dealt with. And so that gives them more benefits, but it also gives them more chances of failure. So it's not easier for them. So yeah, I'm a big supporter of young comics. I've taken 25 Black women on the road in these tours. It's important to me that the young comic gets the benefits and the advantages of the big comics platform.
Experience like?
I've known Nick Cannon since he was a teenager. He had to have his... He in the comedy club, if you're underage, you can't be in the regular club. You had to be in the kitchen.
Right.
So I was the master of the kitchen every comedy place because I got a child, and my child is back here in this place while I go on stage.
Right.
So I've known Nick Cannon since he was 14. Nick Cannon has never called and asked me to do one single thing, and I turned him down because I've known him since he was a young Black child in Hollywood. Wow. So what I did in Wildin' Out was to be his protector and to be his voice with hip hop. So the whole thing was, the thing that he was trying to do had never been done before. You can't bring 6 comics in and let 6 comics talk shit about 6 rappers, because the 6 rappers will beat the 6 comics' ass.
Right.
You would have to have a comic that could actually stand in between.
Had such a huge release.
And go, look, we comics, we gonna say what we gonna say, y'all gonna take it and understand it's a joke. If you wanna fight, we fight before the show. So you can go out there with your black eye. We're not gonna do it comedically. This is what needed to take place in order to be, for it to be successful, which is why it had already aired and didn't work. And then suddenly when it comes back with me, it suddenly works. Because respect has to be in there. As well, or if you trying to do it with Kevin Hart, you and him gonna get run over. You a teenager, he 5'2". Like, what's gonna happen? The Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker.
Oh, Lord.
Not Smokey.
Not Epstein, Chris Tucker.
Oh, Lord.
We may never see this character again.
Woo. If I didn't know no better, I'd tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what you say. To be confident and not delusional
like,
is
boy,
a real skill.
I need to take
Most of these confident people we see is really delusional.
Well, you don't think they asked Chris Tucker to come back in the second Friday?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the
I
other
love
of
that they're
us,
both on
and
the edge of
decisions
the
had to be
seat.
made.
Either
So it
the
was both
couch
of us,
is
we were
not
equal.
comfortable,
One of us had to cut off all their hair
or
and couldn't do the
they
sideburn
have
thing
been
no
waiting
more
for
with the
this
points.
for such a
And
long
the
time.
next person they said was going to
Shannon
get $200
said
million
he had been
because they were going to pay him
trying to
$10
get
million
this
a movie
interview
to
for
do
over
20
a year.
movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Cat Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done a... Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200.
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I might need to get me one of them old women that look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? Next Friday without Friday, and there's no Friday after next without Friday.
Nah, we talking about the road because
Make
you
the
said
decision. At the time that this is happening, Cat Williams is known for smoking weed. Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed.
Right.
Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really
Comment down
known
below
except
below,
Willie.
guys. Tell me
And
what
I'm
you
saying,
think.
Chris Tucker didn't
did
want to
you
be the
watch it at
poster
one
child
sitting?
for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that.
Right.
He in the church. Michael
how many
Jackson's
sittings?
best friend. Christmas. Michael Jackson called him Christmas. You ever met a man
What was
that
your
gave you a
favorite
little
part?
nickname like that?
No.
Me neither.
Why do you think this went viral? Christmas.
Martin
I
tried to put
never
me
knew
in my
that.
first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Cat, when I
Not in
come
a
back, I
dress.
need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2.
I love Big
almost
Mama too,
died.
but you always have to
And I
pivot.
gotta read this script, Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people.
Because
Why
bad
do we
boys
need to be in a
are
dress? And I
awesome.
get so mad, I say,
Heavy
you
lift,
don't want
one
me.
of them.
You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm
I
telling
did
you, I
read
had that
after
other
hearing
dude's
this that
work.
he
I
did
had
say he
all
had
of it.
regret.
All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas, and that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this air.
The greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024. Mark
business.
the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next.
I would love to see
establish this
Oprah
as a
and
place
Barack
of truth.
be the interview
Yeah.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Club Shay Shay.
Watch. Watch. God's people ain't that few. Once I establish this as a place of truth,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Watch.
They're not going to double back.
What? Once I establish this as a place of truth,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Watch.
You know, we can't have this back
I
and
didn't
forth, back
want
and forth,
to
especially
get with a
among
white woman because I
men.
was scared she might have me running down the
Wrong.
street like Jonathan
There you
Majors.
go. Think
There is a lesson in everything.
okay.
Not because I didn't like white women. I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
What do you guys think about that? Comment down below.
I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, come through, Acute Vision Production and went on to do bigger and better things. Any actor that's mad at what they got paid, just look at what you was doing and look at where your career was at the time. Take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you could take that for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying? I've given a lot of these guys opportunities.
Thanks for sharing
Thank you.
the stories, setting the record straight. Now you know they're gonna double back.
Impossible. Impossible, only because once you play this back, you'll realize I didn't say anything that made me look in a good light. I wasn't tearing down others to boost myself up. But I do have to acknowledge things that did not take place. Like, we're very ingenuous if we say this is not a game and we don't play it and people ain't in positions and people don't have their favorites and they group and they click.
Right.
But that happens in all businesses.
Right.
No, my goal was to get this far in Hollywood and still have a virgin asshole and never have sucked a penis. That was my only goal.
Well, on that note, everyone comment down below and give me your take on why this video went viral in almost 3 days. This video is over 17 million and counting. My takeaway is I will continue to support everyone. I go to the movies, I listen to music because it is entertaining, because it gives me an outlet to forget about the things that I'm going through. And who am I? I am no judge or jury. I am not concerned of anyone's personal life on how they got there. Thanks for watching.